rise. Calbayog City Court of the Criminal Division is now in session. The Honorable Judge John Efrain Guintiba presiding.
Thank you. Be seated. Hold the case.
For cross-examination of witness, criminal case number 22125-346, the people of the Philippines versus Rome for forgery under Republic Act 9105, for the presentation of witness of the prosecution.
State your appearances.
Good morning, Your Honor. We are representing the Counsel for Prosecution, Your Honor.
Ready for cross-examination of witness.
Ready, Your Honor.
Proceed. The prosecution will now present their witnesses.
Your Honor, this representation is the lead counsel for prosecution. We are ready, Your Honor. May we call our first witness, which is an expert witness, Dr. Marlon Ayanga.
Please stand. Raise your right hand. Do you promise that the testimony you shall give in a case before this court shall be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
Yes, I do.
Please state your name, age, and other circumstances.
Good afternoon, everyone. Good afternoon, lawyers. Good afternoon, Your Honor. I am Dr. Ayanga Marusi, and I'm 50 years old, and I'm working at Riyadh as a forensic document examiner.
Your Honor, we are presenting the witness as an expert witness in forensic document examination. Your Honor, we will be allowed to qualify the witness. Proceed. With kind permission of Honorable Court, may we proceed. Witness, would you please first spell your name for record?
MARLOC_NAYANGA.
Thank you. Witness, what is your educational background?
Attorney, I finished my degree in forensic document examination in Harvard University, and I graduated in the year 1995.
So after that, did you have any formal training?
Yes, attorney. I've been working at NBI as a forensic document examiner for the last 8 years.
So in the NBI, what are your functions as an forensic document examiner?
As a forensic document examiner, attorney, we make scientific examinations, comparisons, and analysis of documents in order for us to first establish genuineness or non-genuineness. Second, we reveal alterations, additions, and deletions. Third, we identify or eliminate persons as the source of handwriting. And fourth, we identify or eliminate the source of machine-produced documents. And fifth, we visualize the other impressions, marks, or relevant evidence of a kind. And lastly, we write reports and give testimony.
So have you attended cases involving forgery before this one?
Yes, attorney, more or less 50 cases related to forgery.
Okay. Was there a time that the court rejected your opinion as an expert witness?
Not yet, attorney.
Okay. Your Honor, we have established the qualification of the witness.
Last full testament of Mr. Thomas.
Yes, attorney.
Upon receiving the document, what examination did you conduct?
Attorney, I conducted a full document examination, including a detailed comparison between the question document and the original document last year testimony.
Thank you. So, could you tell this honorable court what are your findings of Martin Ayanga?
Attorney, I made the PowerPoint presentation.
Dr. Leon, the court represented your.
Yes, attorney.
Would you please tell us or explain to us what are your findings?
Once again, good afternoon, everyone. Good afternoon, attorneys. Good afternoon, Your Honor. So, as we all can see, there are two signatures being presented as an evidence. So, first, we have the model signature, which is the signature present on the last full testament of Mr. Arthur. Meanwhile, we have another signature, the trace signature found in the retrieved document from his home. So, Your Honor, I conducted a live transmission examination for me to identify the erasures, serrations, and other possible alteration in the question document, and I compared it with the original copy of the School Testament. Upon the examination, I found different irregularities between these two signatures. First, I noticed the pen pressures can be found on the trace signature. You can saw here, 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 and here. So, to indicate the pen pressure is that the width of the lines or the length of each stroke is being widened. I also noticed the two loops on the same signature. As we saw on the model signature, the two loops also present in the trace signature. But in a further examination, I find out that the difference between these two loop further sizes, which means to say that these two signatures can possibly be written by two different persons. In addition, a questionable pen stops also being detected. As you can see here, this is a symbol that the writer of this signature momentarily stopped here in this part, and this pen stop doesn't appear on the model signature. So, lastly, Your Honor, I would conclusively told you that this signature, based on appearance of these two signatures, is that we can say that this model signature is being written on a free flow and smooth.
Do you think was forged by Ms. Josephine Ron?
Yes, sir.
Your Honor, based on the findings of our expert witness, we can conclude that the last will and testament signature was forged by the accused. No further questions, Your Honor.
Friends, you may examine the test.
I would like to go on my questions. As you stated that this one is from Senator Philippines under that, yes. And you are sure you are sure that the document that presented to the court is actually the document that you saw in that Ms. Ron signing. So how to sure that this document that you saw are the document that Ms. Ron signing when you saw that this document are signed under the
Objection already answered.
Sustained.
I am very aware that Ms. Roth was in the room, that only Mr. Thomas and his daughters can only enter the room. I know that Ms. Roth is not allowed to enter that room, so how could she enter the room and sign some documents?
It's not possible that Mr. Thomas did the thing to his room, so he's allowed to enter that room.
No, because he specifically told the family household that only him and his daughters are only allowed to enter the room.
That's all, Your Honor.
Prosecution, defense, before the court will decide on the case matter, you may now state your closing arguments.
Your Honor, based on the findings of Dr. Nayaga and the statement of our witness, Mr. Alay, there are clear and vivid presence and irregularities upon the signature undersigned the last will of testament. Furthermore, with compliance of evidence presented during the presentation of evidence, together with the testimony of the witness, there is a motive to be forged by the accused. This is to overtake the bigger percentage upon his grandfather's inheritance. Therefore, we deem to this honorable court to convict the accused, Ms. Josephine Ron, for forgery.
The court will take 5 minutes break to take a deep look into the evidence and testimony presented before the verdict rendered. The court is now at recess.
Court of the Criminal Division is now in session. The Honorable Judge, Judge Franklin Ego, presiding.
Thank you. Be seated. The court, after an in-depth and deliberate examination of the evidence and testimony presented, attained its verdict.
Criminal case number 2215346, the people of the Philippines versus Rome for forgery. After a deliberate and in-depth examination of evidence and testimony by the witnesses found, the accused, Ms. Maria